All right, guys. Good morning. Welcome back to the Stony Ridge. They are pouring concrete again. We're on the third leg of this concrete pour. I'm going to set you guys up where you can watch a little bit what's going on. Second truck just showed up. I'm not sure why, but it's a busy day here on the farm, guys. Welcome to the Stony Ridge. We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now. So we're going to turn the camera around and let you guys just watch this process. It's pretty fun. So what you're seeing here is they're ramping up to the outdoor kitchen so we can roll equipment out of there and into here so we can do butchering and stuff like that. So that's what this is all about. Farming. Good, clean country living. Let's turn this around so you guys can watch. Good morning, everybody. I won't be talking a whole lot at first here. Again, this is a patio. This is not a driveway, okay? Trying to get you the best view. Dave, I wouldn't say Stony Rich. I'd say Stony Poor right now. This is a pricey project, guys, but it needs to be done, so. Okay, so this is called a screed board. And this is the ramp up. You can't really tell by the camera footage right here, but this is ramped up to the outdoor kitchen. There is a camera here rolling right now. There's a camera on the wall over there for the full video. You guys will get to see this full video. And then there's a drone in the air. So there are 4 cameras rolling right now, including you. Thanks, Dave. Yep, I've seen you say that before, buddy. It costs money to build this place, man. That's just it. This is building my dream, so that's pretty much it, brother. Follow your dreams, build your dreams. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Morning, Ruth. Guys, as you come in the door, hit that like button. This is something that I enjoy bringing to you. All right, so you'll see me bring the drone in here. Land that guy. That's a warning sound. Taking my son to the airport, flying out, permanent duty station. Awesome, Dave. What branch? I guess Air Force. Does that look like an Air Force emblem there? Jennifer, good to have you here. All right. While we're working on this, guys, for those of you who like the Wednesday night live streams, I didn't get to do one last night. I've been under the weather. I'm feeling a lot better, but I have been quite under the weather. Keeping my distance from these guys as best I possibly can. And yeah, I just haven't been feeling very good. I was supposed to be down in at Raptor Attachments this morning, and I apologize to those guys if they're watching. I was supposed to be down there to check out and do a Made in America video, but man, I didn't want to walk through a factory, and I wanted to show you guys how things are made in America still, but I didn't want to walk through a factory with the cold and take a risk. So we're outside in the open, and I'm keeping at least 6 feet from me to these other guys, best I can. Scott, what's up, buddy? How's the hunting going out there? Scott's a Missouri resident, I do believe. Yeah, we got to get you back out here, Scott. The place is changing, that's for sure. Berlin Valley Stables. We'll be up that way not too long from now. Thanksgiving time frame, hopefully. Dave says Navy, awesome. Bob says grab a bull float and get busy. I'm gonna leave it to the pros on this one, brother. There's a lot of thought that went into this. So now you can see how that ramps up. So we'll be a ramp up to this door and a ramp up to that door. So guys, you'll see this concrete is a different color than that concrete. It's the same base color, but this is going to be a broomed finish, and that is a stamped finish over there. Okay. So that red you're seeing is a release agent. You'll see the entire process in a full dedicated video, maybe 2 dedicated videos. A lot's gone on here in the last few weeks on the farm. Still got to go move the cows this morning. Let these guys get a good start. I wanted to be here for this part where we ramp up this way and we ramp up that way. And if you look, superintendent's on the truck right there, and he's getting the concrete dyed. So he puts a dye in the concrete. It spins for about 20 minutes. And then they start to pour it. Sorry, I couldn't complete my thought. Got to think about this, guys. Water has to flow. It has to flow that way. It has to flow away from the building, and it has to flow this way. We can't have water puddling up here. If it puddles up here, it's going to cause a freeze, thaw, and crack issue. Temperature here is about 60. Stan. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it, buddy. It takes a lot of work to bring this content to you, brother. I've got a bunch of stuff in the shop I got to put together today. Finally feeling up to it. Have a Tool Tuesday I'm going to film a little bit later today once these guys get done. I've got a Husqvarna Excite mower that I'm pretty excited to try. Have a mural painted on your barn. That's funny. That was Miss Stony Ridge texting me. Since I've been sick, she's been away. She doesn't live here permanently right now. She has her own apartment. And again, we're still working on this, so it's life. I'm going to turn the ringer off there. There we go. No more ringer. Will the new dyed concrete bleed and stain? No. No, they're both the same base color. There's just a red powder release agent that's put on this. You'll see red where they washed it off. So it's just a red release agent. $70 likes and 177 people. Guys, hit that like button. It is a very expensive project. Very, very expensive project. This is enough projects for the year. I'm done. I'm tired of it. Cows and coffee this morning, guys. If you don't have yourself a Stony Ridge Farmer coffee cup, you can get them at StonyRidgeFarmer.com. Pretty cool. Stony Ridge Farmer. You can drink coffee with him. if you're watching over on the Cows and Coffee channel over on YouTube. Everybody's been super awesome on this project. I can't say enough about Ray's Concrete. Right here, local concrete guy. They've just been really awesome. They're doing a great job. They know what they're doing. Here we go, working on the ramp up. Got to ramp up to that door and ramp up to that door so it's not a tripping hazard. You know, to be honest, I'd have no idea, Beetle Ridley, how many yards of concrete total. My driveway cost $25K. I can only imagine what it costs now. Yeah, this is a $30,000 project here, guys. When it's all said and done. There's a lot of work that went into this. Not just concrete. A lot of grading work. Had to make sure water flowed away from the buildings. Y'all talking about lunch already? Sloppy Joe's? You good, dude? We're live right now, by the way. Yeah. What is a Mexican Sloppy Joe? Sloppy Jose?
Sloppy Jose. Right?
Morning, Chris. Morning, Dennis. That mixer isn't idling. That mixer is mixing. It's putting the dye in the concrete. This is a tan-colored concrete. Shout out to the construction crew. It says Denise. Philip says, what are you putting underneath the enclosure? So it's going to be an outdoor kitchen. It's going to be a little hangout area, potentially wedding venue spot, a spot where we can diversify income when we have classes here on the farm, like grazing school. And we'll show you what it looks like under here. We have grazing school. Here, it'll be all up underneath there. Potentially thinking about doing a farm to table thing, maybe once a month. How much rebar is under the cement? No rebar. No rebar. Okay. Remember, we're not pouring something that's load bearing. This is 4,000 psi concrete. This is basically just a porch. Okay. So we're parking big trucks out here. We'd probably be looking at putting some rebar in, but this is about a 5-inch slab, 4,000 psi concrete. It's just not necessary, as per my concrete guy, and I trust him. I mean, he pours his own concrete. So got a lot more work to go. Still got to finish grade all this. You'll see a video coming out. I think it's this weekend. Install downspouts, pipes. So I trenched all of this out the other day and installed pipes with pop-ups. So we got to bring some more fill dirt in right here. Fill this in. I run over to the county, get my permit for my septic system here. Philip, I'm not sure about built-in grills or any of that just yet, to be honest with you. But I do know we're going to have a nice countertop, probably a cement countertop or granite. I'm combing Facebook Marketplace right now for patio furniture and porch swings and stuff like that, so we can have a really awesome setup. Type of septic system, whatever the county tells me I got to get. We're going to set this up as a 4-bedroom house. That's the septic that I'm going to ask them to assess for. And the septic system will go, the septic pipe comes out right here and it will go out through there, out into the cow pasture. Let's reposition. Let's go over here the other side. You guys want to go with me to move the cows this morning? So you're gonna pop. When do you pop that corn?
When you start growing it, pull those 2 pins out so well here. So let me go top of the side and that door go up and all, split it all, and you throw underneath it. So that door that didn't come up at all, good or so, it didn't come up at all. Now we're walking through it now, but still too wet. It looks like the kid out here jump over and straight it back in the road. We did come about it. Yeah, it didn't come up at all. Okay.
Sorry guys, we're hiccuping here. Hang on, let me get us off of Starlink. The house is right down there, and the internet barely picks up here, so it doesn't do so good. Can't hear a word of the other fellow. Well, we're not talking to you, Terry. I was just asking him. So this is a form that has to come out so that this rolls over right here. Pop you guys off the tripod. So that's going to roll over right there. And this is ramped up to meet the outdoor kitchen. So I've got to pop that form and roll this over. And he's ramping up to the door there and ramping up to right here also. So we're going to show you guys some tricks of the trade here on the farm, on what I do for video stuff real quick. It's not easy. It's not all live. You've got to have an eye for this kind of thing. So we've got GoPros, magnetic GoPros, stuck everywhere. Okay. Walk in here. It might get a little fuzzy, a little loud. Okay, so I've got to stick this GoPro in a place that makes sense. This is the Mega Shop. In case you haven't been in here before, in case you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Love to have you back. So I need to set this camera where we can see what's going on from this direction. So I've got to stick it on there, and I got to do this with one hand, so this is going to be interesting. All right. Oh, it's always the wrong way. There we go. Okay. So I find a good piece of trim right there. I'm sorry you guys can't see it, but I'll show you as soon as we get done. Okay. So that's what I just did. And I'll start that time lapse. And that'll get us what we need for our video. We might be froze up a little bit. I'm not seeing more comments roll through. Guys, leave a comment. Alright. So we got to go move the cows here in a second. I'm going to step away and let the fellas work. Which model GoPro do you recommend? Whatever the newest, latest, greatest is, man. That's pretty much it. I think we're up to the Hero 11 right now. So, again, whatever the newest, latest, greatest is. So, I wonder if I have a tripod on the ATV. We're going to hop on the Honda and run over and move the cows. And I do. All right. I'll let you guys watch just a second. I'm going to go use the little boys' room before we go over and move the cows. I've had my allotted 3 cups of coffee. I'm going to set you guys up where you can watch real quick. We're going to start running mud buggies now. There we go. Then we'll go move the cows in just a second. Give no trabajo right now. All right, guys. Let's go feed the cows or move the cows this morning. And we'll come right back over here and show you guys the progress. So stick with me. Let's go do our farm work. I'll be able to hear a little bit better in a second. I'm going to get ran over. It's the first sunny day we've had in a while. Like I said, guys, I've been under the weather quite a bit for the last few days. I'm not sure if it was the nasty one or not, but it didn't feel good. So I'm kind of keeping my distance. If the folks from Raptor Attachments are watching, I'm sorry I couldn't make it down there today. Definitely didn't want to spread any kind of cold through the factory. But we'll be down there soon. We'll do a Made in America series video right here in North Carolina where Raptor Attachments is made. Taking away the Mini X. We'll leave that for another week, man. Lots of work, lots of grading work. Okay, we're gonna go move the cows. It's gonna get windy. We're gonna go check on the chickens. And I really need to grab the eggs. So I think we're gonna get the eggs up too. Let's turn the camera around and get you guys a shot where we're going, man. Cows are probably waiting at the gate as always. Beautiful, just a gorgeous morning. You guys have been following the channel for several years. This was all woods, like overgrown brushy woods. It's really come a long way. We're gonna grab an egg basket. Hey guys, what you doing this morning? Yeah? Grab this egg basket right here. Stuff it down there so that it doesn't bounce out. We're gonna go over, we'll get the eggs in the mobile coop. These are the barnyard chickens, and the barnyard chickens are gonna be moving to the mobile coop soon. Here we go. Your editing is great. Would you mind me asking what program you use? Doug. We use Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah, Miss Stony Ridge got better and then I got it. Let's go be cowboys. Haven't lost any more chickens for a while, thank goodness. The cows will be moved out here approximately 6 days from now. 4 to 6 days from now, they'll be out here on this grass. It's looking great. They've already grazed this. You can barely tell. And like I said, they're waiting at the gate. They're right over there. Thank you, Doug. Thank you so much, buddy. Golf ball driving range bucket. That's an egg bucket. That's how, let's just laugh about that real quick. Here's how unprogrammed we are to our food in this country. When a man picks up an egg basket, folks think golf ball driving range. That's how unplugged we are to our food. But you're right. I never even thought of it that way. I never even looked at it that way because I like going to the driving range, but I don't golf. I don't have time to golf. This is my golf course. I think we're just gonna walk to the cows this morning. Might as well stretch them legs. I've been battling a bad sinus infection for a week and antibiotics for Denise. Sorry about that, Denise. Sorry about that. My sinuses have been jacked up too. I'm not sure if it was the big C or not, or one of the big C's, but I do believe it was. Just to be honest with you, when Miss Stony Ridge was here and she was sick, I was kind of looking after her, and it took about a week for it to incubate in me and for me to get it. So all signs point to yes. But feeling better, a little better. Gonna keep my distance from folks. So the cows will be moving to a different paddock right here. I want to turn the camera around. What happened to the female shepherd you had, Jason? Everybody keeps asking that. Man, we got to keep you guys up and up on the videos. She's still here. I know it's hard to watch every video. She's still here. Nothing happened to her. So just have to keep an eye on her. I'm not going to put her down because I'm not going to put a $2,000 German Shepherd down because she killed a 50-cent cat. But just know we have to keep a close eye on her. So let's look at where we're going to move today. And the girls are all hanging out by the water cooler. Hey guys, morning. So they were in this paddock last night. My plan is to move them here into here today, then back down there tomorrow. They get a bigger paddock at night, then back over here to the next day, excuse me, here this evening, this afternoon, there in the evening, and then back down over here. It's kind of confusing, isn't it? Especially when the guy showing you doesn't know how to explain himself. There we go. Come on, girls. Like I said, they're always just waiting, ready to roll. Come on. People say they can't rotationally graze like this, but wow, moving the cows twice a day takes so much time. It takes 15 minutes. When do you plan on selling the calves? We're not selling calves. We plan on beefing cows. We're not going to sell our animals. I'm not raising them this way so that I can sell them at wholesale at the sale barn. It's just not what I'm doing. So our cull cows will go to the sale barn, and our keepers will stay here, and our steers will go to beef. Isn't that right, big bull? Got to go that way, bud. Come on, Tammy. Push them on through, girl. Bring them on through. Yep, we're just doing direct-to-consumer beef marketing. As soon as I can get that system down pat. Okay, so the cows are on this paddock. It goes from here to there. It's a wedge, like a pizza wedge. And we're going to block off where they were last night. So here's our gate. We'll block this off. Actually, I'm going to turn you guys around. I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. All right, so this evening, they're going to go into here. This is almost a 24-hour paddock, but we're only going to leave them on at 12. So we'll take this one loose right here, and we'll bring it right over. Yeah, we'll probably bring it right over to there. We don't want this bottleneck. So, gotta go turn my electric fence off. Everything's electric fence here. Oh, it's already off. Somebody didn't do their job yesterday. Oh man. Shame on me. Shame on me. Okay, so we'll unravel this just a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if that gets us where we need to be. Lots of cow poop over here. 7's just a little short. We'll unroll just a little more. You're just getting my view, guys, the bird's eye view here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to do everything in increments of 7 when it comes to wrapping a wire. That way I always know. And we also try to dip the handle in as much poop as we possibly can. That's probiotic. There we go. Okay. Let's wrap it one time so it's tight. There we go. This line runs all the way to the wood line out there, so they'll have a huge pizza wedge right there. As much as you have going on in your head, it's normal to miss something. Yeah, especially when you're a little under the weather. Yeah, those of you who are asking about the live stream last night. Question, what happened to last night's live stream? Turn on your community notifications. Go to the community channel and turn that on, because I announced that we weren't going to do live on Facebook and YouTube. I've just been under the weather, and I can't. It's hard to talk for an hour straight when you're under the weather like that. So now we are going to head over and gather up the eggs real quick. Then we're going to go back over and see what's going on with the concrete. So if you're just joining us, we started out on the concrete. We went over and moved the cows. Going to gather up the eggs, set them out, and then go check the concrete again. Got to be pretty careful with these eggs. I feel like I'm not going to be able to carry eggs, camera. I don't want to break the eggs, in other words. I remember being a kid and my dad having us go get the eggs. And if you broke an egg, you better not. You better fess up, and you better not do it again. We sold eggs, and we sold country ham, sausage, biscuits. Every morning growing up, my mom would cook, and my dad would take in biscuits to work and sell them, as like a side income. He probably made $300 or $400 a month selling biscuits right off the farm. Mom would get up and make them, and I'd say $300, $400, $500 a month, which was pretty much the house payment. So pretty cool. One of Dad's biggest complaints was, kids, y'all loved honey until I got honeybees. As soon as I bought honeybees, started keeping bees, I couldn't get y'all to even take one little lick of some honey. It was pretty funny. My dad fought a constant battle. He wanted to live off the land. And kids don't want to eat off the land all the time. They don't want to eat their greens. So Mom would swing us into Hardee's. There was no McDonald's, wasn't somewhere we went. Mom would swing us into Hardee's for a biscuit. She'd get in trouble. How many eggs do your chickens produce on the average day? We're gonna find out. So the white leghorns haven't started laying yet. Let's just go find out. Typically, one chicken will lay about 5 eggs a week. Unless it's a white leghorn, and they'll typically lay 7 eggs a week, sometimes more. We're going over here at the mobile cook. Egg mobile. Hey guys. Good morning, kids. Eggs are the byproduct of this situation, guys. Eggs are not the goal. You want to sell eggs to make money? It's a losing proposition. It pays for the feed, but it's a losing proposition unless you have a farm store or something like that, or unless you sell them commercially. to a local grocery store or something like that. There's so many little hoops to jump through, and everybody wants cheap food, so you gotta have cheap food, not quality food. Doesn't matter what the quality is as long as it's cheap. An egg is an egg is an egg. And I would have thought this. When I moved to the country, I would have thought country people would have more of an appreciation for country-raised food. Nobody around me hardly buys my would buy my beef. When we butchered a cow last year, they're not interested. They would rather go to Walmart and get their beef. They don't know. I don't know. It's cheaper. So it was cheaper to buy beef at Walmart than it is to buy it right off the farm. So we're going to go to Walmart. Eggs at the Dollar General are like $1.50. These eggs are $4 a dozen. People in the country see no difference, evidently, from what I've seen. And consequently, I have to sell eggs in town. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Depends on how many you have to feed. Sometimes it's not profitable at all. Did I get rid of the foxes? I might have gotten rid of one of them the other morning. So let's see how many eggs we got. This is a hen deer rollout nest box. Morning, guys. Morning, birdies. I don't know how you get that many feathers on one egg. I don't want to jinx the fox problem, so here's a few eggs. We're going to go over to the other side. I just opened the other side too, so they have both sides to lay in. This is, again, a hen gear rollout nest box. If you haven't seen the video building this thing, there's a link and a discount for those. Decide you want one. So we don't have to go tromping through chicken poop to get our eggs up. Oh, you guys aren't laying? What's the scoop? What's the scoopity do? Evidently, you're just laying feathers. Got to get you guys laying a little better. Interesting. Let me open up the inside coop here and see what's going on. We didn't get any eggs in the other side. I'm going to close off this side. Hang on. You guys are going to have to start doing your job a little better. Are you? Oh. Raise that one up. Drop that one down. What are you doing, chicken? I don't know. Not a lot of eggs today. Hopefully that changes. We just have a few folks that buy eggs from us right now, so like I said, how much running around can you do for $6 worth of eggs? I mean, that was literally $3 worth of eggs. But I think $4 a dozen for farm fresh pasture raised eggs is pretty darn good. Looks like their hens are in molt stage. Exactly. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head, Jason. They're not going to lay. Exactly. Thanks for mentioning that. So now I'm going to try not to break an egg and go back over to the other side of the farm. No egg break. Fingers crossed. Just put a rag on top of them so they don't bounce. Fingers crossed. If you had a fox problem, the stress of that and then molting, it would not lay well. I don't think the fox problem would have much to do with it, but the stress. Those brown hens are new, so they've just been introduced about 2 weeks ago. Somebody gave me 5 hens, and they laid for the first few days, and now they went into molt stage. So Try to take it kind of slow down this hill. Oregano tincture kills germs. We ain't worried about germs. I'm not worried about germs. You worried about germs? I just got a handful of cow poop. We're a germophobic society with a very poor immune system, guys. Go get dirty. As a registered nurse, I'm telling you right now, go get dirty. We're supposed to get sick once in a while. We're supposed to get dirty. We're supposed to get splinters. We're supposed to get calluses. We're supposed to get blisters. We're supposed to. Go get dirty. Let's giddy up. Firewood stash for the year. All right, did we break any eggs? Okay, let's see. Ooh, good job. Let's set those right there. Come back and get them in a little bit. Let's go see the progress of the concrete. Got some hay my stepdad brought over right there for winter time. Getting ready for winter here, guys. I think we're going to have a rough one. Thank you all for being here this morning with me. I appreciate it. Whether you know it or not. Oh, I didn't turn the electric fence back on. Ugh. Yeah. Thanks, Philip. I'll run back over there in a little bit and take care of that. It wasn't on all night last night. Didn't bother anything. So, looks like second concrete truck is gone now. So we're going to turn the camera around, walk over and see what these guys have got going. Uh-oh. So they're going to pour half of this and then pour the other half next. That's called a bull float, is that right? Okay. Pretty good progress, guys. These guys have to take a 3-hour siesta for lunch break. So we'll see them back at about 5 o'clock tonight. We got what? Oh, are they cooking? What is it? Uh-huh. Ah. Noodles or noodles of Mexicano. Yeah, man. All this is gonna really look nice, guys. People cry about germs on a farm and buy a fountain drink in a restaurant. I ain't crying about germs on my farm, man. We need a little dirt in our lives. Well, you have squandered another hour with Stony Ridge Farmer here. This is the outdoor kitchen pour that got done yesterday. They've got to scrub it, wash it, cut it. This section right here will be done by noon, and then by about 1 o'clock, we'll bring in more trucks. We'll dye the next load of concrete, and we'll pour the rest of it. And then this concrete project will finally be done. Stay tuned for the full video. You'll have a whole series of videos on how this whole process went and the thought process that went into it, because we really have to think about water and about the way everything went down right here. So interesting. Thanks, guys. Hit the like button. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge Farm Channel. All right. Woo!